Writing book reports, learning life science, studying simple algebra, that's what kids do in the 6th grade.
Yeah, but one Kansas student says, hey, I've already learned all that and more. So he enrolled at Pittsburg State University at 11 years old. Working for you, Fox 4's Stephanie Hockridge shows us how a little boy has become a big man on campus.
11-year-old Alex Jaeger is supposed to be in middle school, but instead he skipped not 1, not 2, but 6 grades and is finishing his first semester at Pittsburg State University. It's quite an accomplishment, one that especially pleases his father, who has MS, and wonders how much longer he'll be healthy enough to help Alex on his journey through life. But how old is too young for college?
Let's go!
I'm Alex Jaeger. I'm 11 years old, and I'm from Columbus, Kansas.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
The name is Alex Jaeger. He's 4 feet 8 inches tall, weighs 70 pounds, and he's probably smarter than you.
Yes.
In kindergarten, he was doing multi-digit multiplication. At 6, he took the ACT, and he scored in the 99th percentile for math and reading on the Stanford-Binet IQ test.
Skipped to 2nd grade. They wouldn't let me skip to 4th grade because of my size, so then they put me in 3rd grade. And then I dropped down.
And started homeschooling with his dad, where Alex says he immediately felt more comfortable.
Everyone else is just doing nothing but playing around. And, well, I'm just sitting there doing all the homework. Y equals x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2x plus 5.
From the standpoint of a gifted child, it is abusive to place him in a setting that is not his academic level.
Chemistry, calculus, biology.
Just some of the 15 credit hours Alex is taking in his first semester at Pittsburg State University. Alex's dad says he's up for the challenge.
He's far surpassed what is required by the state of Kansas.
We first met up with Alex in January, just a few days before school started.
I just feel nervous.
Typical for any student preparing for freshman year, but especially understandable for this 11-year-old.
I don't know how he's going to react with other kids.
Child psychologist Dr. Rochelle Harris, who does not treat Alex, says putting an 11-year-old in a college environment can have adverse effects if the sole focus is on the child's academic gift.
Sometimes, you know, we have examples of how they don't develop the appropriate understandings socially, and then they might have, you know, midlife crises or crises in young adulthood or difficulties in interpersonal relationships.
Do you go out with kids your age? Do you play with them at all?
No.
Things that Dr. Harris says stem from not emphasizing extracurriculars during a child's critical formative years.
You can't go back and make up times that you would have missed as a child.
Here's my calculus notes.
We met back up with Alex in late March.
Here's the last page of it that I did today.
He was halfway through his first semester and getting used to his busy course load of calculus, chemistry, biology, choir, and piano. Which is his favorite.
Do you feel like the big man on campus now?
Just little one.
But unfortunately, that title's already taken by the family's 225-pound English Mastiff, cleverly named Tiny, who accompanies Alex and his dad as they trek across campus together.
People looking at you kind of like, well, who's this kid? Do you get that?
I don't know, because just looking where I'm going.
And he's not kidding. Our photographer could barely keep up with Alex as he charged towards chemistry class and chose to sit in the front row. Alex's dad and Tiny patiently wait outside the classroom before going back home to Columbus at the end of the school day.
I think it was the right decision for him because what he's studying now has already gone far beyond what I could have taught him, and he's been able to handle it fairly well.
0.38. Let me see. Thank you, Alex. Minus 694. Does everyone get the same numbers?
Other students feverishly take notes to keep up, But Alex simply sits and listens to the chemistry lecture.
Don't really think about that much, just think that I'm the same, except just smaller. And it just feels normal now.
And Alex's chemistry professor, Dr. Dilip Paul, couldn't agree more.
You have a daughter that's his age, and so you know what, a 10-year-old is supposed to think like, so does it blow your mind what Alex is capable of?
Oh, it blows my mind, really. I can't think of really how a child of this age can handle this kind of problem-solving skills.
But he does, and succeeds. He has an A in all of his classes.
I think he can do whatever he likes to do.
So what does Alex want to do when he grows up?
Don't really know.
He has a while to figure it out. In fact, when he graduates in 4 years, he'll only be 15. And according to child labor laws, he'll only be allowed to work in retail, food service, or gasoline service establishments.
I told him, you might as well stay in until you're 18. Well, at 18, he can already have his PhD. Then he's free to do whatever he wants to do.
Except legally buy alcohol, but that's neither here nor there. Right now, Alex is focused on finishing freshman year as the youngest student to ever attend Pittsburg State University.
And 100% reason to remember the name.
Just make sure you remember his name, Alex Jager, because one day you may be working for him.
Well, Alex may be the youngest student to ever attend Pittsburg State University, but the Guinness World Record for the youngest PhD student goes to Carl Witt of Austria. He was only 12 years old when he received a doctorate of philosophy in 1814. Stephanie Hockridge, Fox 4 News.